All right, so rounding out the day, you've got your conditioning work now, and Mondays you've been doing your steady effort work. So today is a long time frame again, it's 16 minutes, and you're going to be moving continuously for those 16 minutes through our 3 movements on the day. The first one is a sit-up, the second one is a push-up, and the third one is a body weight get-up. So for the sit-up, you can anchor your feet if you like or need. Recommend having a mat underneath you to do this, and maybe even a rolled up towel under your back to be kind of like an ab mat, because I'm sure you don't have one of those at home. And strict version would be fingers on shoulders. It's going to be 16 sit-ups. I can take the arms out in front. That changes my leverage a little bit, makes it a little bit easier. And then probably for most of us, we're going to be using some of that momentum from the arms to come to a nice seated, tall seated position. 16 sit-ups. And then I'm going to get up and I'm going to do 8 push-ups. These can be on the knees, these can be on the toes, and as usual I like to show the modification of elevating the push-up. So we've got, you guys are familiar with this by now, I've got this chair which for me is about knee height. A little bit higher would make it a little bit easier. And instead of hands on the floor, I place my hands on the chair, and I'm going to do my 8 push-ups off of the chair from there. Whichever version you're doing, abs are working, you're trying to maintain a nice straight line. 16 sit-ups, 8 push-ups, and then we're coming back to the floor for 4 body weight get-ups. These are no weight, just body weight, and it's just getting down, getting up. So from a lying position, coming up to standing, and then back down to the floor. Take your time on these. If 4 feels like a lot, just do maybe 2 or so. I'm going to demo here. My right leg is going to be, my right foot is flat on the floor. So that means, if you remember from last week, I'm going to be moving away from that foot that's flat on the floor, that knee that's in the air. So my right foot is flat, my left arm is going to come out, and I'm going to roll over to my left elbow, bring my hands to the floor, push my hips up, and then come to a half kneeling position, just like you did in your presses, before coming back to the floor, and then reversing the whole process. So it's 4 total. If you feel much more comfortable on one side, then you're welcome to do all 4 on one side. If you feel comfortable, you want to play with it, do 1 or 2 on one side and then switch 1 or 2 on the other side. And it's going to be 4 repetitions there. So 16 minutes, continuous effort. The idea is to move pretty continuously throughout the 16 minutes without having to take a bunch of breaks in there. So have fun with this one today, and then we'll see you guys on Wednesday.